Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Everybody really keeps saying like that this defense is bad, but like I really dissected how bad it is. Like Quincy said, like it's so bad it's good. And I looked at the 49ers defense from the 2019 year that Joe Woods was there. You know, they had Pro Bowlers the whole front four. And when I look at this front four for the Browns, we have Taven Bryan, Jordan Elliott, Myles Garrett, and Jadeveon Clowney. Now, Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett are Pro Bowlers in their own right, but the interior is our weakest, and everybody keeps on saying it, and they're so weak that our back end can't hold up, and everybody sees it. In my opinion, I don't think that John Johnson really doesn't fit in our defensive system. Like, he literally came from calling plays with the Rams to be sitting in the back, you know, waiting. And I don't like that. And, you know, our defense lacks creativity. So, yeah, we need to get rid of Wood.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Quincy, it doesn't – I think there's a couple of guys that are scheme mismatches, and then – there's a couple of guys in the middle of that defense that they're just not working.
It was real sad when they flashed that picture of the 49ers interior defensive line from 2019, and then it was like Taven Bryan and Ben Style. No disrespect to those two, but like it's a far cry from what the 49ers had. The 49ers had a lot of length and strength, right? Like I talk about it all the time. You want to stop the run? Get dudes who are long, strong. That's what stops the run in the NFL nowadays. Calais Campbell, one of the best run stuffers, right? Michael Clemens is a rookie that was taken out of Texas A&M in the fourth round. He's one of the best run stuffers for the Jets. Long and strong works in the NFL against the run, right? I think we have these ideas. We want to get the biggest guy possible. Long and strong is what I would preach about the defensive line, what you want to get. And the interesting thing about that is, yes, Joe Woods was on that 2019 defense, but he was the secondaries coach, right? And that's where they chose to focus on, was the secondary, because that was the expertise of Joe Woods. And you have turned out some really good secondary players. I wish there was more of a focus on the defensive line, and I think this is a learning moment for Kevin Stefanski, where he has to now recognize, okay, when I do hire a coach, if he has an emphasis in one area, maybe I suggest a more experienced defensive line coach, right? So he can have more say in some of these decisions, so we can have better decisions being made at the end of the day, better personnel development at the end of the day, right? I think that's where they kind of did not set Joe Woods up for success, was he got inexperienced defensive line coaches who did not provide or who did not produce and churn out great talent at the position when it came to the draft picks. We weren't great at scouting them. We weren't great at developing them. And it kind of left this defense up to dry. And I think, hey, problem analysis would tell you probably should have got somebody more experience in that role. Look at the offense and look at the difference that a guy like Bill Callahan has made for that offensive line. You need to find something close to a Bill Callahan for your next defensive coordinator on that defensive line. And you should also recognize, when you got Myles Garrett, the defense goes through the defensive line, right? Like, I understand, but you got Myles Garrett. The strength is going to be the defensive line. Let's act like it now.